I don't know I can't describe what it was. I mean, I'm gonna try, but
What?
just know that
This
everything.
sounds so cursed. Wait, that just.
Right.
Uh,
Listen, I'm just as confused as you are. I still to this day do not know what that club was, right? But she made it. She got permission from the school to make a club, and it was an after school one. And my me being me, I wanted to spend more time with her because,
yeah, that's
obviously
how
crush.
crushes
So I
work.
was
Yeah.
like, okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna join the club and I'm gonna be like, oh, cool, I'm really into this. And
I love
uh
movement. Guys, I love to
I love
move.
movement.
Top three
And we get
hobbies.
there. Yeah, it's my favorite. I don't remember a lot. I remember one of them being that we were supposed to like just lay on the floor and like just stare at the ceiling for like 30 minutes. And then I don't remember a lot about it, but it was like really weird and it was like making us I don't know. This was I cannot describe to you what it was like.
Excuse me?
It was a weird, like it almost felt like what you do at a beginning of a cult. You know what I mean? Like you're
Yeah,
like,
that
let
does
all
sound.
your worries go. Like,
Dude, you joined a cult. You got a crush on a girl and you joined a cult.
yeah, if I'm gonna be honest with you, if anyone was gonna run a cult, it'd definitely be her. All
Wow.
right. And I mean that in the
Wow.
nicest way possible. She's just really charismatic.
I
She could do
kind
it.
of joined a club, a cult one time.
What? Go on.
I was
Elaborate.
in the airport and there were these guys with guitars and they were like, "Hey, you have an instrument? You want to come back and jam with us at our house?" And I was like, "Yeah." So I went
You
back to
just
their
wait,
house.
they were random people that you never met before?
Yeah.
And you just went back to their house, Ellie.
Yeah, they wanted to jam.
Ellie, you need better self-preservation, I think. I
So
think
anyway, I got there and then it was like a whole house full of people with instruments and they all wanted to jam and it was like cool, but they had this weird songbook of songs they'd written and the songs got weirder and weirder as the night progressed and eventually I wrote to my friend and I was like, "Can you come pick me up?" And then he came and picked me up and he was like, "Why are you on like a compound? What is this place?" And then we looked it up and it was a cult.
what? What?
Yeah.
You just then they okay, I mean, I guess it's like okay. I My perception of cults are very skewered.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
like
I don't think
first
they were sacrificing people. I think it
right,
was just like a
yeah.
weird, I don't know, like
Like what makes a cult a cult? Like what when does it become
I think
like
there's a list of requirements. Let me look it up. I think there's a list. Let's see. Let's see. List. What makes a cult?
yeah,
List. Okay.
that's a good question.
Authoritarianism. The leader's word is law, and there is no accountability. Isolation. Members may be isolated and penalized for leaving. Lack of tolerance. There may be no tolerance for questions or criticism. Unquestioned fear. The members may have unreasonable fears of the outside world, such as persecution or apocalyptic thinking. Abuse. Members may experience physical or psychological abuse. There may be records of this abuse. Manipulation. Cults may use manipulative mind control over members. Indoctrination. Cults may use systematic programs of indoctrination.
So, did you see any of that or was it just like
Well,
I guess you weren't
no.
there for
When I
very
was
long, were
there, it
you?
was like pretty chill. I mean, aside from the songbook, and they had like levels. They had like levels. So,
Like levels as in like what songs you can sing or
no, like what level they were in the house, and they could like do different things, and they like ate a different dinner. Um,
what?
yeah. Like they gave me dinner, but they gave me the good dinner, and then most of the people in the room didn't get the good dinner, and they got the worst dinner. And I didn't really think much of it at the time, but I looked up the house later. I looked up the address, and apparently, that it's a cult. So
What are you allowed? I mean, I guess you're allowed to, but are you comfortable saying like what the songs were like, or would that give too much away?
I'm trying to think if it would give too much away.
Yeah, I don't want to put the cult on blast for obvious reasons.
It was like a lot of like measure your breath, kind of like self-helpy type stuff, if that makes
See,
sense.
that's what the club was like. That's what the
Ah,
club and the thing was like. Is that it was like lay on the floor
your
and like
girl's
do
a
like
cult leader.
I think she like I don't know where she heard this stuff from, but she was like composed and like me being me, I was like this is bullshit. I was like I'm just only here. Like I think I fell asleep a couple of times because they were just like compose yourself, and I was just like I'm just gonna go to sleep and lay down on the floor and just go to sleep. And then I woke up and I was like, dude, that was the deepest meditation I've ever been in my life. I completely lying, even though I just went to sleep. Like she just thought I was in like a deep meditation or something like
I mean,
that.
in
And I
a way,
just fell
you
asleep.
were, if you think about it.
Is sleeping meditation?
Yeah, I would say so. I don't know.
Really?
I mean,
I thought that
listen,
to
I'm
meditate
I'm
you had
not
to be like aware.
I'm not an expert in meditation. I was okay. I was I ran the meditation club in high school, but that was just because it was a front. So we
Mhm.
wanted to play music in one teacher's classroom after school, but we needed to be like an official club to do that, and a band doesn't count as a club. So we founded the meditation club because that teacher was into meditation, and then we would just use it for band practice. But then our senior year, freshmen started showing up actually wanting to meditate, like little freaks. So we had to like make it a meditation club really quick, or they were going to tell the administration. So I've done some meditation, but I don't actually know anything about it.